Hi, Chester. Today I'm doing weights. Oops. Whew. Hey, you. Whew. You gotta do a plank. Let me see your comments. Morning. It looks easy because I'm doing a lot of it. I'm getting stronger. see. Good morning, Cornelius. Mafia Hunter. Daddy who? Thomas. Right? It's consistency that kills the game. Ooh, let me grab some water. Because, ooh, I feel thirsty. Hey, let me see. If this looks easy, oh wow. Hi, Charlie Ventura. Life is always the long way, right? Never take the easy way. It's the only way that we don't want. If it's long, it's fine. If it's short, it's fine. If it's easy, we don't want easy. Easy is what we don't want. I need to buy like 15 pounds weight. These ones are getting light. Mom, just breathe. All I gotta do is breathe. We are building these abs, these muscles, one step at a time. I gotta. Woo! Now on the floor. So, woo. Yeah, some of you hate having socks on the table. Switch. 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 Whew. Always nice to do like this one. Okay. Planks. Ooh. Steady, girl, steady. That side is kind of failing me. Oh. This side is steady. Let's try one more time. Okay, now I'm steady. Maybe it was just slipperiness of the mat. Oh, sometimes we just gotta do this, right? Ooh, see, you can lose balance. This one's whew. I'm hot. Ooh, I'm hot. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Thanks, love. Wait, all we gotta do is try, right? All we gotta do is try. I like the downward facing dogs, like these ones. Staying here is good. It's a good stretch. And it doesn't matter really where you start. Like, it doesn't matter where you okay. I avoid boobs. You know, sometimes boobs have embarrassing moments. So let's avoid them. You gotta strengthen this always, because when you're working out, a lot of times you have to hold a plank. You're gonna find yourself having to do a lot of things, whether it's holding a plank, whether it's doing a push-up, right? Like, that's why we strengthen the body. Working out is not a sexy thing, right? You're using your body, you're taking a lot of, it's a serious thing. I know a lot of people, they make it look like, oh, I'm wearing pink, it's sexy, it's not difficult. It is difficult. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that it's not gonna be difficult. If you think it's easy, if you think what I'm doing is easy, you're going to fall into the trap of when it actually hurts, when your muscles start hurting, you might think, oh, but she does it so easily, right? I told somebody the other day that, go try running 12 miles. And they came to me and they were like, I got injured. You told me to go 12 miles and you got injured. Hey, I got injured running 12 miles. I never said you were not gonna get injured, okay? It is the price you pay. It is the price you pay. And, you have to deal with a swollen tendon, an achy knee, right? It's not easy. Whoever told you it's gonna be easy? Ooh, this one's hard. right? It can be very when you do this you extend, right? And then you pull with one of this, like this is really affecting this side where I actually have a swollen lymph node, so it actually hurts. Okay, let's switch the other way. Right. If you're healing from trauma and you're healing your body, you really have to be ready to do the painful things. Otherwise, you're not going to heal from trauma. We always talk about diet, exercise, and it's not an easy thing. It's a consistent everyday thing if we want to heal, right? These are good. So you cannot just lie. Right? Read it. Yeah, those ones, these if you want these TheraBands, buy these TheraBands. Always good to help you with resistance exercises, right? And any of these can help. Even when you're doing like these ones, right? Oops. So you will feel a lot of sciatic, like sciatic. Okay, so when I ran the first time, I injured one of these muscles here. I don't know what it is. It's a tendon, but something is swollen, right? But it'll get better. Back bends, Back bends can keep you young, but you can also injure yourself with back bends. So if you low-key wanna help your abs doing this, right? Okay, if you want these muscles, okay, let me show you. You will see these muscles. You see them moving? You see how they move? Some of us, like these muscles, they get tight right there. So this is the exercise that moves this, that lumbar thoracic spine. Right? So those are 45 minutes working out, lifting weights. Such a beautiful morning. So let me put stuff where they belong, because I'll need these lengths up. That's my power morning routine. Movement is joy, so I love moving. Don't leave your weights like this, because when you're walking you can go dink, right? You might lose your pinky. So I always put them on the side right there. You see? Because now they're way on this side. I can't bump into them, because these, you don't want to bump into them. So you see, they're not on the way. They're not on the way to anywhere. I'll wear these dirty socks today. Let me put them there. So let's see what's up here. Don't put any X-rated comments. I don't review comments. I just let this algorithm do its thing, because I don't like racy comments. I don't want blood pressure to go up. Kisses from Italia. Nice, nice. Italia. You're from Italia. Ta is from Turkey. I'm from Turkey. I'm Freddie. How am I doing, Freddie? I'm doing good. It's time to start thinking about hydration. Make sure you like, you subscribe. This is post-traumatic bliss. A lot of you ask me why did you call your channel post-traumatic bliss? And I'm a very positive person. I've always known that I was born to be like an inspiring person, somebody who inspires people. I know people know, you know exactly what you are born to do on this planet. At some level in your mind, you know it. Like, hey, I was meant to do great things, right? You already know this. You know in your heart, right? You know that you didn't come to this planet for nothing. So I've always known deep down in my heart, in the very core of my bones, I've always known, right, that my job was to bring positive light to the planet. Like, I've always known this. Always. And I didn't know what it means to bring that positive light. But when I saw like a lot of people come from trauma, difficult places, and I realized, oh, our brain is the most magnificent thing that we have. Like, your brain is more powerful than you imagine it to be. You wake up and you don't feel like great at all, but if you can push past the pain that morning, you can do great things. And there's no pain without gain. Like, look, I have blisters, right? I'm having blisters from the weights, from working out. There's always gonna be pain. But if you can push that, right? If you say, hey, I don't care about the fucking blisters, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? If you can push through that, then you're gonna do it anyway. If you can go like, hey, I'm going to run 12 miles. And I don't care whether my knees hurt, whether, like, if you can do that, if you can be like, I'm going to feel pain either way, whether I sit on the couch or whether I run, right? When you realize, hey, either way there's pain and there's no escaping that pain, then for you, like, there's not, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take the pain, right? No pain, no gain. So that's why I named my channel Post-Traumatic Bliss, because a lot of people talk about stress. What if you can beat stress and live blissfully? What if you can beat stress and trauma and live blissfully? And how do you do that? You train your body to be strong. Look at anybody who has overcome pain. They trained their body to be strong. They went past the pain that the body is feeling and trained that pain and transformed that pain. You do it at a physical level, the emotional level will follow, right? And you do it at the emotional level and you pass, the spiritual level obviously will be there and strengthened, and then a lifetime thing will manifest within you. Hoopty, 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 hoopty in the house. I always know the people who come here regularly. CJ in the house, Will, Pino. It's complete bliss, right? It's complete bliss. Like, you can train your brain. If you're going through trauma, if you need a coach, let me know, right? If you need a coach, let me know. Don't look at the people on the internet and be like, oh, like, don't look at other people. Okay, don't look at other people, okay? Don't even, like, a lot of people, like, they will compare you. Like, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel and you want to do something, right? Don't look at other people. The moment you start looking at other people, what they're doing, how they're doing it, and you're trying to be a copycat, and it's always nice to copy people who are doing great things. There's nothing wrong with copying people who are great things. But if you're copying them and then feeling like, oh my God, I'm not like so and so, I've never danced like so and so, right? You will limit yourself. Like if you're gonna just do it, then do it. If you just wanna go for 12-mile run, then wake up, put on your shoe, and just get out and do it. And that is something that for me I struggled with a lot, right? I'm like, yes, I want to run, I want to do this, but I wake up and I'm like in my bed and I'm like, I don't want to get out of the bed. That mind is very dangerous. The one that tells you, just stay in bed a little longer, just stay. That mind is very dangerous. Okay, that mind is not your friend. Okay, that's the mind that leads you to giving up. That's why you gotta have like a strong routine. Like wake up, drink a cup of water, put on your running shoes, get out of the house. And you do that without even thinking. You do that without even thinking. And when I do that and I come back home, I'm like, now I gotta stretch. Now I gotta do another 1 hour to 45 minutes to 1 hour of weights and stretching my body because I just came from a run, right? And you're like, why do you do that, right? Why do you do that? Because if I let that mind trick me into, oh, you just came from a run, you're tired, just rest. If I let that mind do that to me, it's not gonna happen, right? Because the mind wants to limit itself sometimes. It just wants to conserve energy and limit itself. Don't let it. Okay, be the parent that says, I'm not gonna let you. I do obviously have WhatsApp. I always say email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com, monica@thischannel.com, right? Posttraumatic bliss. I get, because I'm going back and forth with people who've emailed me, Sandan, Michael, Terry, all of you guys who come and, email me. I always respond to emails, right? As I'm looking for people to take the post-traumatic bliss class. If you take the class, everybody here wants you to give them, feedback about what the class is about, how they find the class. If you want to elevate, right, something in your mind has to tell you to change, right? And it's like, if you want to become unstoppable, maybe it's your exercise routine, maybe it's your diet, it's the things that you do. You want to become more disciplined. If it's the discipline that you need to subscribe to this channel, right? Email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. Yeah. If you need a coach, if you need discipline, if you need consistency, sometimes I say this, maybe you need a coach, okay? But honestly, you probably don't need a coach, because all you need is to wake up, put on your running shoes and go, right? Go get that energy going and start your day, right? A lot of people don't have that, right? Like, start your life. Like, nobody's going to live your life for you. Nobody's gonna come here and live my life for me. I just gotta figure out what I want and how I'm going to get it and where I'm going to go and how I'm gonna get it, right? I know that I've always meant to bring light to the world, right? To help people heal. But let me tell you, you could be alone. The people who heal, most of them, they figure this out on their own, right? They read books, they practice, they keep going, right? Those are the people who heal and they never look back. You know, they tell themselves, like, I cannot get better until I do something great. Like, I cannot get better. Like, you're born with potential. You know, you're born with potential. Greatness is achieved when you do something with that potential, right? When you discipline that potential, when you do something about it. You don't need an alarm clock to do that. If you have an alarm clock and it comes, it rings and you get out of bed, then you get out of bed and you do what you have purpose to do every morning. You know, for me, I take a glass of water, put on my running shoes, get out of the house. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to stay in bed. Because I have been in bed and wondered about my life. And the more I stayed in bed, the more anxious my mind became. When I know I can beat stress and anxiety with running, why am I in bed? You know, why? It will be, anything will be better than staying in bed with my mind going, like worrying about the day, ruminating about my fears and my worries. Anything is better. Get out, put your shoes, get out of the house. You know, most people, if you can figure that one trick, it's gonna take you so far. So far in life, right? Just get up. Whether it's raining, whether it's going to snow, whether it's going to be whatever, right? You're just gonna wake up, you're gonna do it all by yourself, alone. Nobody's going to accompany you, because a lot of people will not understand your motivation and your drive, and your need to want to heal. Just like Nike, just fucking do it. Just do it, okay? Right? You don't heal. Nobody's gonna heal you, you know? All healing is self-healing. All healing is going to be self-healing. Even when your doctor gives you medication, your body either responds to it or it doesn't, right? They could give you the wrong medication, but your mind thinks it's the right medication, and your mind will heal because it believes that, oh, he gave me the right medication. That's how placebo effects work, right? Like, they give you a chalk, you eat a chalk and you think it's medicine, and you start saying, oh, I feel better. No, they gave you nothing. They just made you believe it was medicine, and then your body responded like it would if it was given actual medicine. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind, right? There's nothing wrong with you. Just wake up and keep going, keep moving. Movement is joy, movement is life, right? There are no there is no magic pill out there. Okay, there is no magic pill out there. Even when I teach in my classes, when I teach, I just teach you about the mind, right? What we know about the mind. And you realize the potential the mind has. But I cannot do the running for you. I cannot cook the good food for you. I cannot make all these small little decisions that you need to make every day and repeat the next day and the next, for weeks, for months, for years. I cannot do that for you. But I can show you how. That's what I do with my coaching. But you're the badass. You're the one who's gotta do it. Like, it's all on you. Just do it. Just wake up. Whatever you leave, just wake up. Start running. Start moving, right? That's all you gotta do. Wake up, start moving. Wake up, start moving. Wake up, get out of bed. Put on whatever shoes, whatever warm clothes you need to get out. Get out, start running, start moving, start walking. Whatever it is, just start moving. Okay, don't stay in bed with that mind that is ruminating, asking you. If you wake up at 1 a.m., okay, start moving. Okay, If you, I have woken up at 1 a.m. and started doing my workouts and gone live, right? Why? Just start moving. Hey, just start moving. You wake up, you can't sleep at night, start moving, right? The body doesn't want to sleep, let it then start moving. Let it start doing something. I don't care, you're painting, or you want to paint your house, or you want to like go work on a project that you wanted to work. The mind doesn't want to do it. Just wake up, just start moving, right? Just stop moving. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science, right? But just don't stay in bed with that mind that's ruminating and worrying about tomorrow and the future and the next day and the next day. Hey, this is how you heal. This is how you heal your mind. I hope you can just get that. Like, hey, it's going to be something that you do consistently, and you will wake up and you will realize, oh my God, when I started moving, my body started giving me joy. I started having more energy. I'm always insisting, like, eat well, like avoid sugar. I listen to every motivation people, like, high performers, like somebody like David Goggins, right? Somebody like that, he understands sugar, right? And he understands, like, if he takes sugar, it's going to cause inflammation to his body. He's not going to be able to recover quickly once he starts working out, and being consistent is going to be very difficult for him. It is going to keep eating sugar. And so he gets the carbs and the sugars out of his diet, because you don't want to keep shooting yourself in the foot and always feeling like, oh, I've been run by a bus. It's like you've been hit by a bus. Like, hey, I woke up, I haven't eaten breakfast. Okay, I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm drinking water. I've already ran. I've already had an exercise routine, like when I'm stretching and moving my body. I'm still energetic, right? There's still energy in me, right? I can go shopping, I can go do things, I'll still have energy. Why? Because I didn't start with sugar. I did not start with carbs. I did not start, because this is the trick that carbs do. They make you feel good, and then they crush you. And then you have to take more carbs, and then they crush you. And then by the time the day is done, you've been going through ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. You feel like you've been ran over by a bus. Do you want to keep feeling that you've been ran over by a bus every day? No. You want to stay steady, because steadiness brings consistency. That's why we say food and nutrition is very, very important. We eliminate carbs, we put in a lot of omega-3. Omega-3 is your brain power. The first thing that you need to be eating is things that give you omega-3, chia seeds, sardines. Let that be the first thing that you're taking into your system. Salmon, right? You want to give it power. You want to give your brain power. And once you start giving it omega-3s, you notice that once the brain gets what it needs, it's happy to not eat. It gets easy. Then you can add other proteins like meat, like beans, like cheese, like almond butter, like all these things, avocados, olives, like you can add all these other things, right? Your brain will reward you with energy, with a happy mood, with consistency. It's easy, right? Yeah, take my class. Email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss. monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. If you need a coach to motivate you, sometimes we do need somebody to kick us by the butt, right? And tell us, you lazy motherfucker, just keep going. Move, okay? Sometimes that's what you need. You need somebody to to connect with somebody in the same journey. That's what I do as a coach, right? I want to keep you consistent. Like, hey, did you eat this? Did you do that? Did you do that? Right? And once you kind of start having like somebody who is not telling you, it's okay to just stay there and feel sorry for yourself. When you have somebody who tells you, oh, it's okay to feel, you don't want to feel like running today. Oh, you're tired. Oh, it's okay, just rest today. You don't want somebody to tell you that. You don't want somebody to tell you that. Right? You want somebody to tell you, stop being a lazy bum, okay? Go, run. Go. Stop being in a bad mood, go run. Don't bring chaos here, go and make a better decision. You need somebody to tell you those things in life. Like if you're the kind of a person who doesn't like people to tell you that kind of stuff, it's going to be very, very hard, for you to achieve things because you want people to validate you. Oh, you're tired? Oh, you ate too much sugar? Oh, just watch Netflix, just sleep. That's okay. You want somebody to sympathize with you when you're being a loser? You're not gonna do well. You want somebody to tell you, stop being a lazy bum. You walked out yesterday, you walked out the day before, and today you wanna rest? No, don't be lazy, keep moving. You want people to tell you those things in life, right? Not people who are going to make you feel like, oh, you did such a great job last week. We want you to do a great job today. Last week is old news. Yeah? Last week, old news. What are you gonna do today? Because today is the only day that counts. Today, we don't care. We don't care whether you've been doing this for the last 10 years. Today, this present moment, only day that matters. Only day that matters. So if you did not work out today, go out, work out today. Because I don't care what you did yesterday and the day before, a whole month before. Those things are now irrelevant. They're in the past. Okay? That's the kind of coach that you want. That holds you accountable for today, now, this moment, right? That's the kind of coaching I do. If you want to be a winner, well, go with the best. If you don't want to be a winner, go with the person that tells you, oh, you've done so much good in your life. You should pat yourself in the back, right? You want that? Nobody cares. The only time that matters is today. Are you working out today? Are you eating healthy today? Are you working on your business today? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Today. I don't care what you did yesterday. Old news. Okay? Old news. Nobody cares about what you will do tomorrow. Today is the day that matters, okay? I don't care whether you plan to do it tomorrow. I don't care whether you plan to work out tomorrow. I don't care about that. I care about today. What are you going to do today? Today is the only day that matters, right? This present moment is the only moment that counts. So what are you doing with your time? Not 10 minutes from now, not 5 minutes from now, now. Now, right? This is the only moment that matters. The other moments, we don't care about them. They're in the past, they're in the future. They don't matter. And when you kind of just get like, oh, this is the only moment that matters to me now, right? Life becomes very present. Life becomes very alive. And then you can align all your goals with the present moment. Use your alchemy and transmutate or transform those lazy blues, right? The mind wants to sympathize. The sympathetic nervous system, the survival mode, wants to sympathize. That's the job of the sympathetic nervous system. It wants to sympathize with you. It's gonna tell you it's okay to wait today. It's so cloudy today. It's so rainy today. You know, what if your body never adjusts to the cold weather and you're out there freezing and running, freezing? It wants to sympathize with you. That's why I want you to understand the survivor mind and the thriving mind, right? They behave very different. And once you can see that clearly, what are you going to do about it? You're going to understand it's the mind. It's just playing games on me. I got to overcome it, right? Right? Like so. Right? So. Right? David Gabriel in the house. J. Cripps 4948. Joseph in the house. Right? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. A life is a terrible thing to waste too. Right? Email me at posttraumatic bliss, Monica, MONICA at posttraumatic bliss. I'm taking people who want to be coached. I'm taking people who want to learn about the mind. I'm taking people who want to live in freedom. Okay? Don't call me if you're thinking like, oh, I want to hit on this girl. I don't have time for that, okay? I'm a busy person. I'm not taking people who, you're not serious about coaching. You don't want to learn about health. You don't want to learn about the body. You don't want to learn about the mind. You don't want to learn about stress. You don't want to learn about anything. You don't want to get inspired. Don't contact me. Don't waste my time. You know, because I don't want to waste your time either. But hey, if you feel like I got somewhere to go in my life, right? I got somewhere I need to be in my life, and I need to know how to get there, right? I don't know how, but I need to know how to get there. I'm going to show you, this is where you are, and this is where you want to be, and here is the gap. And I'll show you the gap, what's missing in this gap to get you from here to here, right? And then you gotta close that gap. Once you know that, already your mind knows, okay, this is in my gaps. These are my gaps. This is what, right? This is why I think I'm not going anywhere. Like, your mind, when you unlock your mind, you will unlock your life, right? But this is the tool that you need to manage. I can give you a car. I can give you 10 cars. Billions of cars, right? If you don't know how to drive the cars, and you don't know how to drive any car, you will not move. You will not go nowhere. Okay? You get stuck, and you can move, but you get stuck, right? That's why it's good to understand your mind and how it operates even before you start moving, right? Even before you start moving, because many times we fail because we did not understand the mind. We did not understand when the mind was doing tricks on us, because everything is all in our heads. When do you know when the mind is actually doing what it's supposed to do, or when it's sympathizing with you, or when it's actually being smart, or when it's actually getting lost? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Right? Yeah, so that's it for today. I'm going to start there. So I'm doing these classes, post-traumatic bliss. We have right now the link that I can send you the link, right? I can send you the link to the classes and the link to the workshop, okay? Because all the classes are done, the links there, the workshops there. So all you gotta do is go through the videos, right? And work, like understand the material. If you're taking the class, you will also have my number, so you can call me on my WhatsApp and we can go through the material and then go through your plan, okay? Then you're going to do the workshop. The workshop is where you're going to be very, very, like, what do you call it? Intentional, right? In the workshop, you've gone through the material where you understand the mind and everything that we're talking about, and mental health, everything about mental health. Like everything there is to understand about mental health, you're going to understand in that class. Then we are going to do the workshop. That is, you might probably take 2 weeks to do the class material. Then the workshop, you do it with one week, you do the workshop, okay? You're going to do 2 workshops, you know, where the first workshop, you look at who you are right now, and then you look at who you want to be, right? And then we're going to think about this person that you want to be, how you're going to move from where you are right now to where you want to be, right? After that 2 workshops, it's all going to be implementation, okay? You're waking up, you're doing it. You're waking up, you're doing it. You're waking up, you're doing it, right? There is no saying, I am too sore, I am too cold. Like, you're not going to be, you know, this is not Girl Scouts, okay? This is life. You're going to do it, right? You're going to hold your concept, you have to show up, you know, to your own life, right? You have to show up to yourself every day. There is no saying like, I'm not showing up. You're showing up, okay? You are showing up. Yeah, JJ says, yeah, thanks for offering the classes to those who need assistance. I got wisdom, so pay attention, folks. It begins with thyself, right? It really starts with yourself. If you want to go far, right? If you want to go far, look at everybody who's gone far in life. They've got a mentor, they've had a coach, they have somebody, you know, telling them, holding them accountable, right? If you want somebody who holds you accountable, look for somebody who already holds themselves accountable, right? If you want somebody to hold you accountable and they're not disciplined, you don't see their discipline, you don't see their consistency, I wonder why you're doing that, right? Like, why would you go get a coach and you're looking at them and you can tell that, okay, they don't bother eat healthy, they don't bother work out, they got no discipline, right? They don't read, okay? Get a coach who doesn't read, doesn't improve, right? Um, hey, you can't do that. right? Um, so anyway, I gotta go work and read some more and write. So thanks again for tuning into Post-Traumatic Bliss. We don't talk about stress, all this post-traumatic stress. We don't know what that is anymore. All we know is there is growth after trauma, there's healing after trauma, there's letting go, there's forgiving, there's not caring anymore, there's making up our mind, there is putting in the work, there is bearing new fruits, there is clearing our environment, there's creating new boundaries, and there is post-traumatic bliss. Right? Jesse in the house, right? There is post-traumatic bliss. So we do it every day. We don't cheap at this mountain. We don't go run a marathon on a mountain, right? We don't go running a marathon on a mountain, right? Because we understand the nature of the beast, right? We do it consistently, slowly, every day, right? That's the long-term game. Don't sprint. Don't sprint in life, right? I'd rather you keep moving even at a slow pace, but you're keeping moving. Like you're going, right? And you're doing it consistently, than sprinting and then crashing and then sprinting again and then crashing. Like, you know, if you're doing life like a marathon, right? There is consistent effort, consistent movement. We are doing it every day. You know, you turn out you get to 60 and you look around, and a lot of people gave up at 30, at 40, at 50. You're the one standing at 60, okay? You keep doing, running, working out, doing things. You get to 70, you're probably the only one at 70. At 80, you're probably the only one. How many, we are always shocked, right? By all these like sexy looking 70, 80-year-olds. And we are like, wow, they are 70, they are 80, they have a strong muscles, everything. Like these people invested their time every day consistently, right? At 80 and 90, they're the only ones that running marathons in their age groups. They're the only ones at the top. Because guess what? If you stay consistent every day, you will get to the top of that mountain. You will get to the top of that mountain. You will be at 80, you can be the only person 80-year-old in the whole world who's doing a marathon. Because why? Lots of people give up at 79, at 69, at 59, at 49, 39. A lot of people give up at 20, right? It's the nature of the mind. This is how people operate, right? They get complacent, they forget, right? I want you to win. I want you to become dangerous. So email me if you need a coach at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. Hope to hear from you. Hope to get in touch with you. So let's do the blessing. JJ says, the journey starts within. There is a powerful force called will. It works with the spirit and it helps you override the lazy mind. Just do it. You don't even need willpower. Just wake up. The way you wake up and you make a cup of tea mindlessly and you start drinking. Get to that. Wake up, put in my shoe, grab your gym bag, get out of the house. Just like that, okay? No drama, no ceremony, right? Nothing, like You're just waking up during the day, getting around, getting to it, right? Just no ceremony. Nobody's going to celebrate you because you went to the gym. It's not gonna be this big event. It's not sexy, right? That's why you don't see me having to wear all these matching blue things that, you know, pink and red color coordination. It's not sexy. I want you to understand it's not gonna be sexy, okay? Every day you wake up, you're not gonna be like, oh, let me be color coordinated so that I can go to the gym, make it look sexy, make it this big deal. Just get out of the house slowly, pick up your shoes, get out of the house, go run, go to the gym. It's not a big event. Okay? It's not a big event. Just do it. Just do it. No drama. Okay? No ceremony. Just do it. Get out, do it. Okay? So let's do the blessing. May you be happy and live with a joyful heart. May you be strong and healthy and live with a body that gives you energy. And may you be safe and protected from all sorts of inner and outer harm. And may you live with the ease that comes with well-being. I love you. God loves you. You're one of a kind. Since time began on this universe, till the end of time, if there's such a thing, there'll never be anybody like you. Your DNA is unique. You're unique. Everything about you, right? There'll never be anybody like you. And you're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. Your life, there's a reason why you even came to this channel, because you know that your life is not just another life, right? Like, you just didn't happen to come to this planet. You're part of the whole promise of God, right? Without you, this planet would not be complete. There's a reason you're here. You know, without you, it would not be complete. And that's why you're here in this timeline, in this time, right? There's a reason you're here. So you're here for a purpose. You know your purpose. You know what makes you wake up and do things. And the more you read, the more you do different things, the more your purpose becomes very clear in life. Maybe you want to inspire people to have good mental health. Maybe you want to help people eat healthy. Maybe, you know, your purpose, you know it. You know it. If you can keep on writing, journaling, thinking about your purpose. For me, I know my purpose. I am living my purpose. Because this is what I know I was meant to be, to inspire people, to help people understand their mental health, to help people understand their greatness within themselves. I know this is what I was meant to be. I'm very, very clear. And every time I am not doing it, every day, I know that I am not living my purpose. I know that I'm compromising. And I want you to feel the same way. I want you to feel like, hey, somebody is meant to be transformed by you. You're meant to help somebody do something. And when you do not show up for yourself, you will not be able to show up for them. Right? And I want you to feel bad about it, because we are here for something. We are just not here for random things, right? Never ever believe that voice that tells you that, hey, you don't have any meaning to be on this planet. Like, your life is not worth anything. Don't believe that voice, because that voice is lying to you. It's lying to me. It's lying to all of us, okay? It's the real devil telling us, like, oh, we don't have any meaning here. We're just here to waste space. You know, like, we're not, right? So since time began, there will never be a copy of you, right? That's very deep. I really want it to sink, Ceci, right? I want it to sink, because seize the life, right? It's deep. I want it to sink that since time began, there will never be anybody like you. There has never been anybody like you. There is not anybody coming to be like you. You can't compare yourself with anything or anybody. So your goals, go for them. Go for them, okay? Don't look at anybody. They got nothing else to give you. They got nothing to offer you. Just go, 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 go. And look at the long term, okay? I always tell my people that I'm coaching, if you think about what you're going to do tomorrow, like what you're going to achieve in a month, it's not a big deal. But if you think about a decade of eating healthy, a decade of working out, a decade of working on your business, a decade, you're going to move a mountain. That's what Jesus said. If you believe that you can see this mountain and tell it move, and it will move, right? Because you can see ahead. I want you to think long term, right? Long term, if you think, people start that, right? If you think about the people who achieve great things, even people, social media, celebrities, right? They thought about, like, if I posted my videos every day on social media, made videos every day for the next 10 years, where will I go? Where will I be? They didn't think about tomorrow. They think about decades, right? Decades. Like what, like I'm already having these special moments with people commenting, liking this channel. If I do this for a decade, where do you think it will be? A decade. I'm not talking about the next 3 months, 10 months. The next, like the first 5 years, you might not even see any movement, right? You have to think long term if you want to win the game, long term. So I love you. Subscribe, like, comment, email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. These are things that I want you to learn very quickly so you go ahead of the game, especially if you're in your 20s. I've made people dangerous in their 20s, okay? You want to be dangerous in your 20s. Here. So that by the time you reach 30, 35, right? People will be looking at you and they can't see you because it seems like you're moving like lightning. Love you. Take care. God bless you. Email me. I'll get back to you. Email me, MONICA, monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. If you don't know how to say post-traumatic bliss, that's the name of the channel.com. And I'll respond to you. I love you. Take care. God bless you. Live long. Live happy. Bye.